Oh, welcome back. So I downloaded a bridge, so we can put a bridge somewhere over here so we can actually travel across. And from the looks of it, this one here is probably the nicest one. And that's probably gonna be the best place to place it. Right? Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. So we now have a bridge, and as you probably saw, we're gonna go and try it out now and see what happens. See if we've actually done anything or we just wasted our time. This is the repair that I did to my field. I'm trying to remember if I showed. I'm pretty sure I recorded it. Well, I had an episode 3, which you guys will now not see. I'm not sure what happened. It just will not. The file is completely corrupted, so I need to come and cut a lot of these trees down. I'm pretty sure I've cut all these trees down once before. So we're gonna come and clean up these trees so we can have a proper road heading to. Actually, we may even just cut it straight through there. Anyway, we'll deal with it later. Right now, we just want to test our bridge, and there's our bridge. Oh, fabulous, fabulous. So let's see how we're going with this other bridge of ours. Just this one over here. That's a little bit tiny, so what I'll do is I'll sell that. Come in here, in decorations, other. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Okay, that's a bit too big. Okay, let's deal with it a little bit differently. Okay. So could we put it here? No. Okay, so I want to figure out a way. You know what, I should have probably checked if I could do it this way. See, I could have done it that way directly, but don't worry about it. We won't worry about that directly now. It's a bit late for dealing with directness type of thing. Come on. Okay, let's paint a bit of a road so that way we can have a look and actually see what's going on there. Okay. And let's get it a bit smaller and fix this bit over here. Okay, now let's have a look. How is my bridge? Is it a bit too low? Is it a bit too high? It looks like it may need to be raised up a little bit there, but we'll see what happens. Yep, so we may need to raise it up there, and I should have probably should have done a little bit about something about the fact that the grass is coming through the bridge, but anyway, not much I can do about it now. If it really bugs me, I'll delete the bridge, fix it up, and then we'll deal with it. Didn't I cut all these trees down? Do they respawn automatically? Oh, so automatic light doesn't work on this truck. Okay. Well, that's okay. This was more a purpose of me trying out the bridge than actually coming to... Okay. Oh, there's another one. Wait, get away. Oh. Okay, so me thinking that, you know, this is just gonna be, let's go have a look, see if our bridge works. So we're gonna make a bit of cash on that. Let's have a look at, oh, forget that it's already secured in, so okay. That's it. Okay, let's have a look at prices. Planks. Planks. Where are you? Oh, there we are. Planks. Oh, 4,140. Well, we're not too bad from, not too far from the best price. So we got what, 20-something thousand dollars worth of stuff there. So I'm gonna have to kind of drive this way, aren't I? So I can actually see where the trees are and not smashing any of them. Now, obviously, I'm going to come and cut these trees and utilize the trees. Whoa, whoa. Let's have a look what's going on here. Whoa, that's high. Okay, so we're gonna have to rethink this bridge placing. But you know what? I'll fix that up myself. I won't sit there playing around with the bridges. May just, you know, I mean, this one's beautiful the way it worked out. And I think I'm gonna do it like this. Put a road here, right here, and here like this. Just means that I've got a few trees to cut, which is fine. Like I said, I'll come and do it. I mean, we need the trees. Whoa. We need to fix that bit as well. So there's a lot of money to be spent on just fixing things. So, but I'll fix all that off camera. I don't think you want me to sit here and spend 20 minutes of the video just fixing, you know, bridges and all that sort of stuff. You've seen roughly what it's going to look like. So yeah. Let's go and sell this. I think it's set at the shop somewhere. With the sales point. I honestly don't remember seeing a sales point. Let's have a look. Oh, why are you on course play? Planks. Shop store. Tag the place. Maybe we can. Oh, there, right there. Okay, untag the place. Just get what, about $24,000? Very slow. Okay. Am I not in the trigger or what's going on? Ah, well, you know what? Why isn't it selling? Oh, the trigger's all the way here. So the trigger's here, not... Okay, now we get it. Now we understand. Okay, so let's take this truck back, and I'm actually going to do what I normally wouldn't do, because of the size of the field, I'm actually gonna go around and harvest the headlands of that massive field. Oh, you know what? That truck belongs right here next to my house for now. I need to find a good spot for my house. Okay, so we'll get my combine going. Okay, and I was gonna check to see what we have. Got a truck. And nothing that we could really use. So we got production going. I'm gonna find a spot for some other, producing something else. Oh, wow, how did I leave this road like this? I really need to fix this road. Really need to fix that road. Is it? Okay, now it's unfolded. And one thing about this combat being so small is that you get a decent view. Decent view from within the cab, so. There we are. So obviously the only thing that we can harvest is the headlands. Oh, what are you doing? You're missing a lot. Now we do need to get a seed there as well, because I don't want to be doing soybeans all the time, or look for a corn header, something like that anyway. So other than that, we're gonna just be doing soybeans. I mean, I don't mind in a way, because soybeans is the best priced. But having said that, we don't want to just be doing that either. So, let me know what production you think I should get next. I'm thinking of either buying another block of land. So I don't know if what I'm doing is smart, because what I'm gonna have to do now is run the combine. Yeah, it's alright. We do need to start, and this is a massive field, and this is a small combine, so getting all this done, it's for my benefit in the long term anyway. See, with the blocks of lands as they stand, so if I was to do furniture, okay, so what's the best price for furniture? 6.6, so it's at the best price right now. And as we stand, the blocks of land that I own, so this is where our bridge is. So our bridge is on our land, that's not a problem. So I already have a bridge here, but there's no way to get from here into this little part. That's really, I mean, there is a bridge there, and maybe you can come all around that way, but anyway. See, if we're going to do any production, we might just utilize somewhere here. If I was to buy this block of land, then I can plow it and start putting a crop in, and maybe even go, like I said, with fields all the way here and all the way there type of thing. See, I don't know. There's quite a bit of um, investigating to do before I'm going to worry about which field I buy next. I put it on worker to do this for a little while, but we do need to get production going. There's no doubt about it. I mean, over here I could go that way as far as the eye can see right now. If I buy that field, then I can make a massive, massive, massive field. The problem is with having the massive field, it would mean that I would have to then um, start looking at massive equipment, because with this I'll be here forever trying to harvest and do that kind of stuff. So I don't know. We'll figure it out, that's for sure. Okay, I think I'll take it off worker now. And how are we going? I'm still only 50%. And we'll just continue with as much as we can do with the headland. We've created a straight line for us here, which is good. And the fact that we're going to be doing this headland means we're not going to have problems with worker hitting things and running into things and trees, that is, when I see things, and the river over there. So we'll be fine from that point of view. And yeah, it should give us should give me a much easier path in letting the worker do some of the work. Versus, let's see if I put the worker, what's he gonna do? How's he gonna go? Okay, so the worker's gonna go that way. Is that gonna create a proper straight line? Not really. Oh, and he's gonna drive, see, this is what I was saying about, he's gonna drive straight in the water. Yeah, I know it's not an expensive combine, but you don't want to treat it like that. It's like, nah, I don't like you. I'm just gonna take your combine for a swim. So I do need bigger equipment. There's no doubt about it. But to get the money to buy the proper bigger equipment, I need money. To get the money, I need money. That's real fantastic English. But I need money, and just from selling crop, I'm not really going to make that kind of money. So I need production to go to start. So there's no doubt that that's where we're going to head with our finances. It's just a matter of deciding what production is best profitable for me. Yeah, we'll very quickly work it out. I promise you that. We'll get into figuring it all out, and then we'll figure out a spot to put it. Because like No Man's Land, I kind of like to stick some of the productions together. Especially if I have productions that deal, I mean, actually not really, just thinking out loud here, because I can just get the production to distribute whatever the other it needs. So we don't really need to stress too much, oh no, it's too far away or whatever. Because with the distributing thing, you can just get, take that there and that's it, it's done. I don't mind this combine. I do. I think it's the first time I've used it, and I don't mind it. It's small, but it's alright. We'll do a little bit of in-cab. I mean, since this combine is so good. I'm talking about size-wise, obviously. I can see the cutter. Oh, what are you doing? Oh. What are you doing? It's full. I'm like, whoa, where are you going? And then I remember, hang on a little bit. Yep. Should have had you ready. I do really need to fix this road. I mean, realistic in a way, because that's what roads, country roads are like after rain and all that. And we did have quite a bit of rain. And yeah, see, I need to come and clear a path here, which I will. I'll start to do some of the tree cutting off camera. I'm not going to cut $500,000 worth of trees, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to have to cut some of the trees because, yeah, we do need to you know, have a road there around the field. And now we have the production. We definitely need the trees. Let's start again. Yeah, I don't normally do a lot of in-cam view because in-cam filming or recording. Even when I play, I don't, because a lot of the times you can't really see the equipment. To do it properly. Yeah, when you do use courseplay, not courseplay, well, courseplay or GPS, you can do it. You can because then at least you know you're not missing your crop. You're not going to leave yourself line after line to try and fix. Okay, this works beautiful. I mean, doing this saves me time later. So yeah, I like the fact that this is the way it's going to come out. I'll have all this headland done over here. Hopefully when it comes to the whole field being ready, the combine will not want to drive into the river anymore. So how's the new year for you guys? How have you you kept to your promises? Normally people make promises, you know, 31st of December, 1st of January. Almost the end of January. Can you believe that? It's almost the end of January. So, wow, you know, that's all I have to say. It's like unbelievable that how quickly it has already gone. And you know what? Pretty soon we'll just be talking about this, and it's December again, and we're talking about Christmas again. I mean, Easter's just around the corner. Do you celebrate Easter? If you do, let me know how you celebrate Easter and wherever you are around the world. I'll be very curious to find out, you know, the different ways people approach the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. It'll be very interesting to find out, you know, how people deal with that and how people celebrate it. So what I'll do is we'll turn around here. Does this combine have GPS? Well, what do you know? It does. Not that I'm going to use it now, because what am I going to do with GPS? I can only go around, but it's good to know. Hey, get back. Press the wrong button on my keyboard. So I see here in Australia, Easter and Christmas for that matter, and most things to do with religion have just about been taken out of the public's eyes, if that makes sense. Years back, when Easter came along, you would all the TV channels that we have in Australia, and in Australia, don't have cable TV, you've got Channel 7, Channel 9, Channel 10, a government channel called Channel 2 or ABC, and another government channel called SBS. And, you know, all channels would have something to do with Christmas, and I'm not talking about Santa Claus, I'm talking about the birth of Jesus, or would have something to do with Easter, which would have something to, a movie or something like a few movies actually about the death and resurrection of Jesus Christ. Since all these things are going on at the moment, well, not at the moment, in the last quite a while, that is almost disappeared from TV at all. Like, it's almost like the only reason that they're even talking about Easter or whatever is because of the things you can buy in the shops, like Easter eggs, bunnies, and all that sort of stuff. And then when it comes to Christmas, it's all about, the right present for somebody. So they've completely gone away from, hey, this has a meaning, to just just no, just come here, spend your money type of thing. And to appreciate the meaning of something, it doesn't have to mean that you actually believe. If a celebration is to celebrate, for example, today, in here it's Australia Day. You don't have to agree with everything that that Australia stands for example. Maybe there's certain things you don't agree, but it's the day that is supposed to celebrate your country. It's not supposed to be a political day. It's not supposed to be anything else. It's just supposed to be a day where, we're celebrating the fact that we live in Australia. But even with that, people make political and all that garbage out of it. Instead of saying, hey, we lived in a blessed country. And you know what? Australia is a blessed country. We have everything we need because of people that have sacrificed before us. So we can have everything that we need in our world. I say we have everything we need. That's an understatement. We have everything that we need. And people, even with this kind of thing. So let's say, Christmas and Easter, people go, oh, it's religious. I have nothing. I don't believe in religion, blah, blah, blah. But even with these kind of things, people find reasons to, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, oh, it's this, oh, it's that, to whinge and complain and carry on like a bunch of Christians. People can't just say, hey, it's an enjoyment. I live in America or Canada or Germany or Austria or who knows what other country in the world. And, today is the day where we're celebrating the fact that we live in that country. But I think people are just, I don't know, I'm not sure what's going on, but people are just becoming so self-indulgent that it's all about them or a political cause in one way, shape, or form, which is really sad as far as I'm concerned anyway. Like I said, let me know how you see it. Maybe you disagree with me completely, which is fine. You have the right to do so, obviously. But to me, when you're celebrating stuff like Christmas, like Easter, you should celebrate it for what it is. Okay, you don't believe that Jesus came and died. That's all right. You have the right to do so, but people just don't celebrate anymore. So yeah, I'd be curious to see how things, and this is why I asked. I'd be curious to see how things happen in wherever you are around the world. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and wherever you are around the world, you could be in Australia here somewhere, and maybe you're saying, no, where I am, we're celebrating it. And, I'd genuinely be interested to see how you, or in part of the world where you live, deals with these celebrations. Doesn't matter what it is. I see in America people, and again, maybe where I am, you only get this type of news because this is the type of news that sells. So maybe when we say, well, we see in America, we see in Canada, we see in Europe, we see farmers, we see this, and maybe that's just a very, very small minority, and you're going to tell me, hey, that's not the reality. I live in such and such city, and we don't have any of those issues. I hope that's true, because, like I said, I come from a communist country, and I think a lot of people would have a rude awakening if they would have lived in such a country, in an era where the things that you love and the things that you want are not there. And I'm not just talking about material things. Even your basic freedoms of actually doing or saying anything. All these people protesting about all these things today, and saying, "Oh, capitalism and all this nonsense." Somebody should put them in a communist country for about a year, where just by opening your mouth, there's someone there to just shut it for you, where the food and everything else is controlled. And then I think people will learn to appreciate the blessings that they have in living in certain countries. Have a look at certain nations around the world that are still communists, and have a look on how they live before you start complaining. And before especially I see it in the Western world, is becoming a fashionable thing, wanting to become socialist or communist, in other words. I'd invite those people to move to a communist country for a little while and actually wake and open your eyes and have a look. And then, I'd like to talk to you after you lived in a communist country for just 6 months, where you want to go get something as little as a carriageway, and you see how something so basic and something that we take for granted in today's world in so many different countries, developed countries, you see how much of a pain, or doctors and all that sort of stuff. I think people would then wake up to themselves. All these spoiled brats that sit there on TV whinging and whining and carry on like a bunch of pieces. I think they would wake up to themselves. But anyway, I don't want to make this political. Hopefully, you'll write your views down, and I'll be curious to see how you see things today. But anyway, before I go any further than that, I think we'll leave it there. All right, so we've gone around as much as we can go around. I don't want to have pockets of different levels and all that sort of stuff. I was trying to sort of keep a level, and boom, there we are. So now we're just gonna stop it when I come out straight here at this particular junction, and then we're gonna have some kind of a straight level, if that makes sense. Okay, done. So obviously we're going to leave the combine here, because next episode we will do our best to try and harvest this entire field. Until then, I'll cut some of these trees. Oh, there you are. We're going to need to repair the combine and the truck before we cut anything now. I'm going to do my best to cut some of these trees, repair the road and all that. You have seen me do that so much in this episode. I don't think you're going to want me to sit there and show you how I cut 20, 30, 40, whatever trees. So we'll just end it here. Thank you very much for spending some of your time with me. Hopefully you write down and tell me how you see things. I'll be very curious to see how different cultures and different countries and different places around the world does things from their perspective, from wherever the town or city or where you are. So have a wonderful day wherever you are. God bless you and your family, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.